Coming up on Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools, we'll show you which TCS teachers were honored with the Nick's Kids Teacher Excellence Award. Also, find out who won the TCS Apple Awards. And 4 Northridge High School student athletes signed to continue their academics and athletic careers in college. We'll tell you who. All this and more is coming up. Hi, thanks for joining us today for Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools. I'm Eddie McClinton. Well, the Nick's Kids Foundation honors an educator from each TCS elementary and middle school with the annual Teacher Excellence Award.
Today we're celebrating, honoring 50 local teachers. It is our 8th annual Teacher Appreciation Luncheon. So if you multiply, about 40 or 50 times 8, we have been able to touch almost 400 teachers to thank them, to tell them that we appreciate them for all that they do for our children, not only in the classroom, but over and above for caring for our children and being the leader that they need.
From Arcadia Elementary School, Ms. Denise Landry. From Central Elementary School, Ms. Lisa Williams. From Eastwood Middle School, Karen Morse. From Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School, Deborah Ross. Welcome Northridge Middle School, we have Ms. Angela Williams. From Oakdale Elementary School, Jennifer Anderson. From Rocktroy Elementary School, Ms. Sabrina Brooks. From Scotland Elementary School, Sherry Jones. Representing Southview Elementary School, Ms. Teresa Gibbons. From Stars Academy and Success Prep, Joycelyn Brooks. From the Alberta School of Performing Arts, William Flowers. From the Elementary School of Tuscaloosa Magnet, Mr. Ryan Russ. And from the Middle School of Tuscaloosa Magnet is Stephanie Thomas. Next we have Jennifer Smith from University Place Elementary School. Representing Turner Elementary School, Lisa Travis. From West Lawn Middle School, Coach Timothy Trust. And last but not least, Woodland Forest Elementary School, Ms. Dawn Bradford.
So it is a special time of year, and I don't think we tell our teachers often enough how much we appreciate them.
Worlds of Work, the annual event that takes place at Shelton State Community College, welcomes around 4,000 8th graders from throughout the region. They get a close-up look at dozens of professions and also a glimpse at what their futures may look like.
There have been 4 zones that we've circled through, and 3 are outside and 1 is inside, and all of them have been really enjoyable, and I've had a lot of fun here.
It was pretty cool. We went around to different fields of work and saw what each person did.
We went to different fields. We went to the medical field and then agriculture and military and stuff like that.
I learned all about different careers you can have, from construction to being a doctor, delivering a baby, suturing, also cosmetology and how to massage a face.
World of Works, it's like an opportunity to visit multiple stations and see what you want to do and explore the job and see their salary and how much they earn.
Once you go to college, you need to know what you want to major in. So they're trying to help you kickstart early on what you want to do, and that's helping people right now. That's helping people decide what they want to do right now.
I think it's important for us because we're graduating soon, so it's good for us to go ahead and get an idea of what we want to do in our lives.
We need to have an idea of what we need to do in life or what we want to do and what we're interested in. And it's good to have an idea before you're in high school.
If you don't have a day like this, then you might not know what you want to be when you grow up, and this can inspire a lot of kids to try out new things.
Yes, I think it's a good idea because it'll help us prepare for our future and let us know what we need to do in the future and what we need to be prepared for.
So a lot of friends of mine didn't know what they wanted to do yet, and so having this experience of people in our community coming to talk about it has been really eye-opening for them. And so it's important that they do this so that they know what their goal is and what they need to achieve to get to that goal.
It's important because you never know what you want to be when you grow up. So you got options now. So like, not as a kid, now you can see the options that you want to be when you grow up.
I think I want to be an OBGYN or maybe a pediatrician. We'll see, but definitely go to college.
I'm interested in being an architect because like I got a real creative mind. But architect, like it's real cool because I know how to draw. So I'm real like open-minded. So like, that's why I find it real cool.
I like the medical stuff like the surgery and drawing blood and like the baby stuff, like it was interesting to me.
Before I came here, I thought I wanted to be a filmmaker, and I probably still do, but there are a lot of things here that are other options for me if it doesn't work out.
I like their agriculture section since they had a lot of animals, and that's what I want to do.
TCS employees are honored at the annual Apple Awards. Woodland Forest Elementary School teacher Katie Stedman is the TCS nominee for the Alabama Teacher of the Year in the elementary school division. She knew she wanted to be a teacher when she was in the 2nd grade. She loves her students and works hard to make sure they succeed. Let's meet Katie.
Oh, I love them so much. Just when they come in every morning, it puts a smile on my face to see them. You know, watching them grow as people and not just learners. You get to know your students and build that relationship. Then they're not just a score on a piece of paper anymore. And, when you do build that respect, they start buying in more and more though. Our classroom is built on mutual respect. They know that I love them and, they know that I care, but you just have to build that classroom community. We say every morning in our class we are, and the students will say responsible, respectful, and safe. When I was in 2nd grade, I wrote on my paper at the end of the year that I was going to be a teacher. And most people don't make a career choice in 2nd grade, but I stuck to it. The people here are so great, and most of all the students here are so great. The students are my why.
Tyler Cherry says you have to treat each day like it could impact students for the rest of their lives. The Northridge Middle School teacher is the TCS Secondary School Division nominee for the Alabama Teacher of the Year.
It's an honor to be nominated as Teacher of the Year at Northridge Middle School. Our faculty is amazing, and to be considered by them to be, their representative for this award is just an honor. I'm proud of this achievement. It's just part of our process. It's part of our culture, getting everybody connected, and I try to do that in the classroom too. A wide range of activities, and just to make sure the kids are real connected to each other, to everything, to the subject, to Northridge in general. You want the kids to be able to have an advocate. You want them to feel connected with hopefully a lot of teachers in the school, but you definitely want to have those kids that can come to you about anything, anything academic, anything personal, and just to be an advocate for that child. And that's really what I pride myself on. We have the most important job in the world. I mean, we take that very seriously, but you can't take yourself too seriously in the job. But you've got to treat each and every day like it is going to impact that child for the rest of their life, because it could.
She loves that every day in her classroom is a new challenge. Tuscaloosa Magnet School middle teacher Yolanda Stockdale is the TCS Technology Innovation Award winner in the elementary school division.
So along with traditional learning, I also like to use some new technology. This year we've tried some new things like Flipgrid, and they just really get into it. We also like to use Google Drive. That way they can share their work with me in real time, and I can give them feedback. They can share with their group, they can collaborate. We also like to use Twitter. I like to put pictures up of what we're doing. I think this year I have a very fun group of students. They are very intelligent, they want to learn. Creative group, being sixth graders, they are very energetic. Always a good time in our classroom. I love coming to work every day and getting to work with my sixth grade students. Every day is something new, it's a new adventure, it's a new challenge. It's just something new and creative every day, and that's what I love about teaching.
She wants to make the world a better place by helping her students to excel. She is the TCS Technology Innovation Award winner in the secondary school division. Meet West Lawn Middle School teacher Kiyoshi Quarles.
I enjoy the end results, like whenever, like we're making spiral shapes, and like whenever they, get it and they understand how to do it, and like they have that aha moment, and then, it kind of makes them want to keep going and keep trying to, better their projects and better themselves. Like that's the biggest reward of teaching for me, is like the end results, like how the kids just want to keep learning. It's really good to try to cultivate the positive, meaning relationships, so that way, like, even if they're not in my class anymore, like they can still try to, come back to me and talk to me, and I can help them, because it's more like than just academics. Like, these are life skills that we try to, cultivate and teach, so that way whenever they leave us, like, and they go to the high school and they go to college or whatever they choose to do, like they know our babies are here to like change the world, like to help make the world a better place. So that's my why. Like, growing up, it was different, and then like now it's different, but in the future it can be even more different, and it could be because of some of these children sitting in this room. So that's my why, to help make the world a better place.
Arcadia Elementary School Child Nutrition Program Manager Jamal Wells created an awesome cafeteria experience because he loves the kids. He is the TCS Support Employee of the Year in the elementary school division.
We try to give them a different experience in the cafeteria. Where you used to come in and everybody is, get your food and go. Now they have decorations they can feast their eyes on. We offer games on certain days for certain ones, along with good food. So that's the idea of the new cafeteria. The only way you can work in a school system is you gotta love kids. This is not your typical 9-to-5 job. You gotta have some kind of care for this. The greatest gratitude is what you get from these kids. When they tell you how much they love the food, they love coming here, you individually, it shows that you're doing something more than just preparing meals. You actually have them thinking, and kids, they take it home with them as well as they bring it back. And that's the ultimate goal here.
Being a role model for students is something he takes pride in. Meet Tuscaloosa Magnet School Middle Resource Officer John Trujillo. He is the TCS Support Employee of the Year for the secondary school division.
I enjoy it. Lets me get one-on-one with the kids, gives them a role model. I like to interact with them, ask them how their day is. I think it's important to have a school resource officer because it gives you some feet on the ground quickly. We're here to ensure there's safety all day long. Start my day out front, helping the kids get across the road, stopping traffic for them to walk. Then start checking hallways, checking doors, making sure all the doors are secure throughout the day. During class changes, I try to be out in the hallway, interact with the kids, ask them how their day's going so far, give some high fives. All the elementary kids usually wave at me, so I like to go ahead and give them a wave back. I come to work every day because I enjoy what I do. The kids, they make your day a lot better with all the hate that's going on outside. They're so innocent, so it makes me want to come and be with them throughout the day.
He is always willing to do what he is asked, and he does it with a smile on his face. Meet TCS Central Support Team Employee of the Year, Jay Peterson.
I appreciate it. I work hard. I try to do the best job I can, no matter what the job I'm doing, because when I leave that job, my name is attached to it. I do a lot of setups and moving. As far as the teachers, they need stuff moved, the principals need stuff moved. I do also help with the carpenters and help with the electricians, the plumber. Anybody that needs help, I help them. Kind of help with the pony run. Whenever I get the work orders and stuff I need to do, I kind of line it up the best way I can to make sure I can get to everybody in a timely fashion. We have, sometimes we do the program during the summer where we kind of get some of the kids in to work with us during the summer. And so they kind of, you kind of attach to the kids because when they see you, they will talk to you and tell you about their day and all that. So, and then just walking around the school and being in the school, I meet a lot of them, and a lot of them really good kids. The older kids too, but especially the younger kids, and all they see is, you know, Jay on the shirt, and then they, hey, Mr. Jay, and they want to talk and all that and tell you about their day, and it's pretty cool.
He says he wants to make the kind of impact on students that his bus driver made on him when he was a student. Mikey Tolliver is the TCS Transportation Department Employee of the Year.
I just like to help out with anything that I can, anything to help the ship sail as smooth as possible. Pretty nice to everybody. Try to, help things work as fast and quick and as easy as possible. I just like helping the kids and hearing how, how's your day going? They tell you a lot of stuff. You're the first person they see and the last person when they go home. So I just like to help try to make the impact that people had on me. I had a driver who helped me like that, and I'll never forget him. I just like this schedule. I love to interact with all the kids, my coach, everybody here, and I just like to make, the same impact that I had when I was, from 5th grade on up.
The annual Cardiovascular Expo at West Lawn Middle School introduces students to all things about the heart.
So this is West Lawn's second year doing the Cardiovascular Expo. It's basically where our 7th grade students in both mine and the other 7th grade class, we've been learning about the heart and the blood and just how to keep it healthy and the different blood types. And so instead of just a normal lecture, a note, or test taking, we use a project as our final grade. And so the kids get into groups and they have a topic like leukemia or the heart, or even some of them pick like iron lungs. And they do an activity with their group and then they present it at the expo today. I don't want kids to ever think science is boring. And when you can do hands-on things or even projects like this, it makes them really appreciate science, and they're learning for themselves. They're not hearing it directly from me. They're researching and actually having to speak it back. We start talking about these things and they take it home and talk to their parents, and they find out their mom is anemic and she can't give blood, or they're AB positive, which is one of the rarest forms of blood. And so they really take ownership and figure out a way to connect this to their real life.
It's good because it's way better than just sitting there. You can actually put effort into the projects, and then we can talk about and we can share our experience of what we have learned in the classroom.
People really have to be paying attention, and it's a lot of things that we should learn about, and it's easy they can say, hey, I didn't know that this is what has to deal with the heart.
Southview Elementary School teacher Missy Ritchie talked to students about the book that she wrote and led a hands-on art activity in the style of Eric Carle.
Today in the library at Southview, we are talking about authors, and I happen to be an author at this school, and I teach pre-K, and so the title of the book is Big Al, What Do You See? And children helped me make this book, so we're educating the children of Southview how we made the book, the process of publishing, and also the style of artwork of Eric Carle with collage. So our book takes Big Al on game day, everything from tailgating to seeing the statues to going to the game and who all you see at the game. So number one, I enjoyed seeing the children learn about that. And the end, when they had their hands-on activity of making artwork like Eric Carle. They chose to do a Christmas tree and a Christmas present. You never know when you're teaching what children are thinking and who is going to be what when they grow up. So we're planting the seeds of writing and publishing books, and there's lots of books in our library, so we just kind of want to let them know there's stories behind all the books and there's real people that really wrote them. Literacy is important for children because obviously if you know how to read, if you enjoy reading, then you become more educated and you know more about the world and you're a better, wholesome person. So starting to learn to read and the love of books starts very early, even with parents at home reading to children.
Don't go away, sports is next. You're watching Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools.
Keep up with the latest Tuscaloosa City Schools news. Check out exciting photos and informative videos by liking the Tuscaloosa City Schools on Facebook. Log on to facebook.com/TCS Board of Ed for the latest in City Schools news.
Teachers across Tuscaloosa are preparing the next generation of leaders, and their efforts are made easier with your support. From the classroom to the community to the playing field, see how City School students are making an impact. Watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools Monday through Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. and Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 20 and UVerse Channel 99.
For up-to-the-minute notices on important Tuscaloosa City Schools happenings, follow us on Twitter at TCS Board of Ed.
Welcome into sports. 4 students from Northridge High School have earned the right to continue their education and compete in the sport that they love in college. Find out where they're headed.
I'm really excited because I've been working for this for a really long time and talking to lots of coaches, and finally just having it sealed, you know, it just makes everything so much easier now. And elementary school, middle school, I played tons of sports, and then I think it was my 9th grade year of high school, I realized that I had to pick a sport to really get really good at so I could play in college and not just be okay at different sports. And I knew volleyball was what I loved the most. I'm a setter, so I've been that position since 9th grade, but some people, sometimes they'll put me at right side hitter. Well, it's a huge accomplishment because just like everyone else here, I mean, we've all worked so hard to get to this point, so I think you really can see who really loves their sport and what they're playing because they try so hard to make it to that next level, and getting to play in college and be a college athlete is a huge deal.
I've always wanted to play golf in college, and I get to do it, Division I, so I'm really looking forward to it. I started playing competitively when I was probably 12, and just working my way up to bigger tournaments, trying to get a little bit better, and just started playing a little bit better. So then you get into recruiting, and that's a long process, but it ended up working out for me. Just ball striking, not the best putter in the world, got an okay short game, but just overall ball striking off the tee and in the fairway. Alabama is a really strong golf state. If you look at the rankings, we have more nationally ranked players than most other states do. So getting to play tournaments with those guys really has helped prepare me for college, and I'm hoping it'll be more of the same. I mean, it's really cool. I'm really glad that I get to be a Jaguar forever, get to go to college and still have that with me, and maybe even beyond that. So it's really cool to graduate from here and go on to the next level.
Pretty excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
something new. When I first started, I never seen myself like getting this far, but now, I mean, it's here, and I'm excited. When I went, they just welcomed me. It was like a family. One of my best friends already wrestles on the team, which kind of pushed me going there even more. They're really good, like their academics is really good, athletics too, so. It's something to do, like it's for myself. It's not for a team, it's not for anybody else. Like I always do it for me. It's just helped me in a lot of different aspects of life. I don't really know, it's just enjoyable. It's hard, but I mean, it makes me a lot better in the long run. I mean, it's gonna help me in college, being stronger, mentally stronger too. I don't know, I just love wrestling with the guys because like I said, they make me better. I mean, they're all like family to me.
It feels great, you know, all the hard work paying off. Last year I watched my teammates sign and just been determined to do it ever since then. Great university, campus beautiful, and you know, they showed the most interest to me quickly, and I said, why not? Yeah, great university. This is a great foundation, you know. Sparks has invested a lot of time into me. He's molded me to the athlete I am today, and I just can't thank him enough. Hopefully, you know, I just advance my career in track and just get better every day, and hopefully one day go to the Olympics. Oh yeah, the teachers are great. You know, they focus on not just one student. You know, they take their time on you and they care about you. So they did a great job.
In City High School basketball action, the Central Falcons rallied from 6 points down with a minute left to record a 1-point victory against their arch rival, the Paul W. Bryant Stampede. Check out the highlights. To keep up with the latest TCS news and information, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and connect with us on YouTube and Instagram at TCS Board of Ed. Also visit our new and improved website at www.TuscaloosaCitySchools.com. Thank you for watching this show and supporting the Tuscaloosa City Schools. We'll see you next time.
Teachers across Tuscaloosa are preparing the next generation of leaders, and their efforts are made easier with your support. From the classroom to the community to the playing field, see how City School students are making an impact. Watch Inside Tuscaloosa City Schools Monday through Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. and Thursday and Friday at 6:30 p.m. on Comcast Channel 20 and UVerse Channel 99.